Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. We are Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot, and we're excited to join you on your journey today as we do a timeless pick a card stack tarot reading to see who you will marry. Your future spouse could be someone new who you haven't met yet, someone you're currently in a relationship with, or someone from your past. Thank you all for your support and comments and sharing our readings, but especially for allowing us to be part of your journey. And remember, this is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it may resonate with you. So take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and let the rest go. We've been doing tarot readings for over 30 years, so if you're interested in looking at your personal journey with us, there's a link in the description and pinned to the first comment below. Also, remember, as always, these general readings are for entertainment purposes. So for today's pick a stack, we have 4 options to choose from. Stack number 1 is the Crystal Visions Tarot, and that comes with the Amethyst heart. Stack number 2 is the Gilded Tarot, and this comes with the red Jasper heart. Stack number 3 is the Tarot of the Divine, and that comes with the Lapis Lazuli heart. And stack number 4 is Moon of the Universe, and that comes with the clear Quartz heart. Choose the one you feel most drawn to. Perhaps you're drawn to the image on the back of the card, or the name of the cards, or the crystal, or both. Take your time and pause if you need to, but it's best to go with your first impression because that's your intuition leading you. So again, Amethyst for number 1, red Jasper for number 2, Lapis Lazuli for number 3, and clear Quartz for number 4. Timestamps are below in the description and pinned to the first comment, so you can go directly to your reading. So take a moment to relax and release everything except what is happening in this moment. This time is for you. So let's begin your journey today. I'll see you in your reading. Hi, stack number 1. This is your reading if you chose the Crystal Visions Tarot and the Amethyst heart. Remember, this is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it may resonate with everyone listening today. So please just take in what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. We're looking at who you will marry, whether it's a new person, someone you're currently seeing or in a relationship with, or someone from the past who's coming back into your life. Okay, so going to shuffle the cards for a minute. Stack number 1, who will they marry? We have the 6 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. This may be somebody that you have history with, stack number 1. And the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. A lot of earth energy there. And with the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. Some water energy. The Hangman. The Sun. And the 4 of Wands. Well, that's fantastic. So the 6 of Cups is really about nostalgia and things in our memory and stuff that's coming back from the past, or someone who's coming back from the past. So you may have history with this person, stack number 1. This may be someone that you're waiting to return. Perhaps you have been in a period of separation. Perhaps they've been ghosting you. Because it actually looks like they did walk away from you at some point, okay? Whether they were fearful of your connection or not ready to embrace the love between the two of you, or even afraid to open their heart to you. So they left, and the 8 of Cups tells us that when they left, they just walked away. They may not have explained to you why they were leaving, you may not have gotten closure from them. They may just have departed and ghosted you. But the Ace of Pentacles tells us that there's a fresh start and a beginning between the two of you coming, if this person that you're marrying is someone from the past. Okay, stack number one. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. So this has a lot of earth energy. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And the Knight of Pentacles is someone who really thinks about wanting to create a long-term stable relationship. It's also someone who is very dedicated to their career and someone who works a lot. This is someone, especially being next to the Ace of Pentacles, this is someone who has financial security and stability around them. And I do feel that their career is an important part of their life. But because we also have the Knight of Cups, they won't be someone who is going to be a workaholic. Okay? They also will invest their time and energy into you and into your relationship. So with the Knight of Cups, we have a lot of water energy. So this would be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And the Knight of Cups is someone who really wants to present themselves as a romantic partner. So this is someone who is overtly romantic. This is someone who will put forth the energy into romancing you, someone who will bring you flowers, someone who will do nice things for you, showing you their love for you, not only through their words, but through their actions and the actions they take with you. Now, we also have the Hangman, which is a lot of Pisces energy. And I feel that this is telling us that the person that you're going to marry really felt stuck in regard to a past relationship. And so rather than deal with it and work through the issues they were having with their person at the time, they chose to flee. They chose to run. They chose to walk away from that connection. But this also tells us that the person that, if someone is returning to your life, stack number one, it tells us that they're able to now see things from a different perspective. They're able to see things clearer. They understand what caused them to run away. They understand what caused them to perhaps ghost you. They understand why they abandoned you and your connection in your relationship with them, okay? But they've also learned how to open their heart. They've also learned they're learning how to align themselves with love and the love that they feel for you. So the Sun tells us that this relationship is this marriage is one that will be very happy, very positive, very loving, very giving. And they do see you as their ideal partner. They see you as the one for them. The Sun is very much about the attainment of all things. And they do believe that you are the one that they want in their life. Some of you perhaps will have children in your marriage. Or perhaps some of you already have children and you'll be combining your families as you get married to your future spouse. The butterflies really in this card really tell us that this person has undergone this period of change and transformation, especially if it's someone who is returning from the past. Okay? Now, this reading does not mean that it's solely for those of you in stack number one who are waiting for someone from the past to return. It just means that that energy is present in this reading. Now we also have the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is about hearth and home. And it's also about a celebration, and that celebration would be a proposal or perhaps the actual marriage itself. Hearth and home is about family coming together for a celebration. And that celebration very often is an engagement party, a marriage party, a wedding reception, or an event where the person you're going to marry will be proposing to you. This is looking very positive for you, stack number 1, in terms of the person you're going to marry. I do feel that they have a lot of love. They are very balanced in terms of being able to keep work and home life in a state of balance with this Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is someone who is going to be able to be present with you in the relationship, present with you in the home, and not someone who is just completely focused on work. Although, as I said earlier, their work life is very important to them. Now I have some oracle cards, and we want to see what these oracle cards have to say for you as well. Stack number 1. Okay, the first one is heat. Well, your future spouse is very passionate, that's for sure. And there's a lot of chemistry between you. But this card is also about creating change. So the person you will marry is someone who likes to evolve and likes to improve themselves and likes to change. They're constantly evolving. And this isn't someone who is afraid to rise up to any challenge that's presented to them. And we already saw that a little bit with the Hangman, because when they were in that place of suspended animation and not really being able to move, they broke free from that and are able to see things in a different perspective in regard to love. Perhaps they were hurt in the past and holding on to that, but now they've moved through those issues and they're ready to embrace a really deep love connection. So the next card we have is Soulmates, and these are penguins, and penguins do mate for life. So the person you marry will be your soulmate. This will be a harmonious relationship, but one that encourages personal growth as well. And we've already seen they're willing to grow and evolve with the Heat card. This means they want to evolve and transform with you, where you will both ascend to the next level of healing, living authentically. This will be a powerful love, very powerful, so powerful that neither of you will be the same after coming together as a couple. Let's see what else we have here for stack number 1, music. Okay. The person you marry will really be into music. They will love all kinds of music, from rock to classical to country, all of it, you name it. And they may even play an instrument, or they could possibly be involved in music in their career in some way, okay? But what's important here, stack number 1, is the love of music. You'd be attending live performances together of different bands and different groups. Music speaks to their soul. And if you love music also, well, that's just all the better. So we also have listening. Well, I didn't notice that before. This card has musical notes on it as well to go with the music here. So the person you marry will be a wonderful listener, and they'll pay attention when you're speaking to them, and they will not only just hear your words, they will actually remember what you say because they listen with their heart. And this tells us when difficulties and issues arise between you, they will discuss them with you. They will listen to what you have to say. And you'll be able to reach compromises without things blowing up into like a crazy, huge emotional argument. Well, for the most part, at least. The point is, they will really hear you. So feel comfortable and confident speaking freely with them. you can let down your guard. You can be vulnerable. You can be authentic with them because they will appreciate that and they will really listen to what you have to say. Okay, we also have, it's upside down, tree. And this is a sign of health and longevity, not only of your person, or for you for that matter, but for your marriage as well. A tree has very deep roots. So the person you marry will want to put down deep roots with you to ensure a happy, healthy future for your journey through life together. And there's also a rainbow here, and that is a symbol of hope, happiness, and good fortune. And we also have, this card is called Dog. This person will be loyal and a faithful partner, and they will protect you and give you trust and support, and they will love you unconditionally, which is very much about soulmate love, right? The person you marry will also be your best friend, always. And perhaps they have a dog as a pet or more than one dog, and they do love dogs. And you'll probably have at least one dog as a pet as you journey through your marriage together. This 10 of Hearts here as well just popped out at me, which translates over into the Tarot as the 10 of Cups, which again talks about long-term relationships, long-term stability, happiness in a relationship, really wanting to build a home and a family together, really being happy with each other, recognizing that you are the one for each other. So there's a lot of love here in this marriage for you, stack number 1. So much love. Now, what I'd like to do is take some additional oracle cards and see if we can get some more information about your future spouse. And we will just pick one. Act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they're with you, so you will always consider them. So perhaps you are single or have been single for a while, or perhaps you're in a period of separation from your person that you really want to be with, that you really want to marry. So this card is encouraging you to act as if they are there already. And even if you're wanting someone new to come into your life, act as if your partner is there. So make space for them. So if your closet's full of stuff and there's nowhere for them to put their clothes, and if your drawers are full of stuff, clothes and stuff, and there's nowhere for them to put their things, clear some of that out. Make space for them and show the universe that you're actually ready for someone to come into your life or for someone to return to your life. What else for stack number 1? What else does the universe want stack number 1 to know? I love you. Yes, this will be a very powerful love connection, as we've already seen here in several of the cards. The Knight of Cups, this Soulmates, the Four of Wands, the Sun, and this dog here, this beautiful little puppy with the 10 of Hearts being on there. There'll be a very deep love between the two of you, stack number 1. And it'll be a love like you've never felt or experienced before, either one of you. Listen with your heart. You are listening but need to hear with a loving heart. And that is what your person is doing with you, stack number 1. We went over that earlier, and you will both listen to each other with your hearts. You won't listen with the intent to respond. You'll listen with the intent to understand and see what they're trying to express to you. Slow down, pause and allow things to unfold, okay? So sometimes especially when it's a soulmate situation, things can move rather quickly. And at times when things move and develop really quickly between soulmates and twin flames for that matter, things can really kind of just zoom, and you spend every waking moment together and texting all night and all weekend. And so you don't really have, it just moves too fast. So if this is a situation where things are moving too fast between you and the person that you're going to marry, this card is suggesting to slow things down a little bit. Allow things to unfold. Allow yourself to enjoy the journey of getting to know this person. Allow things to unfold naturally and organically. There's no prize for going fast. Actually, it's more like sometimes it's going to burn up and sometimes it's going to fizzle out if things move too fast. So the universe is suggesting try and take things slow if things do start moving fast between you and the person that you're going to marry, stack number 1. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. This will happen in your marriage. Stack number 1, there will be many heart-to-heart conversations where you're both expressing yourselves and you're both being completely open, vulnerable, and authentic with one another. What else for stack number 1? Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gestures. So I do feel that this is telling us that your person will be someone who really does express their love for you. And as we talked about earlier with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, that this is someone who will express their love, not just through their words, but through their actions. And you will do the same for them. Stack number 1. Worth waiting for. This marriage is going to be so amazing. And even if it has been moving slow or too slow for you, you're going to realize that it was worth waiting for. Also remember that divine timing is at work in this relationship and in this connection that you have to this person that you're going to marry. And perhaps that is why they're encouraging you to slow down a little bit, because with divine timing, things have to unfold in accordance with the divine plan. Everyone has to be at a certain place in their soul journey and their own individual spiritual path for things to really come together. So this person, this marriage has been something that perhaps you've longed for a long time, but it's something that you will realize it was definitely worth waiting for. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So this tells us, stack number 1, that your person will put forth, the person that you're going to marry, your future spouse, is going to put forth a lot of effort to present themselves to you as an ideal partner. We saw that with the Knight of Cups. We see that with the Soulmate card, okay? They're going to invest time, energy, and attention. Their attention to you, okay? And they're going to put forth the effort to show you that they really want to be your spouse. They really want to be your life partner. So this is your reading today, stack number 1. Thank you all so much for watching today, and thank you for sharing your journey with us. And if you'd like some insight into your personal journey, there's a link to get private readings with us in the description below and pinned to the first comment. If you enjoyed your reading today, we would like to ask you to please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Have a great day, everyone. I will see you over in reading number 2. Hi, stack number 2. This is your reading if you chose the Gilded Tarot. and the red Jasper heart. Remember, this is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it may resonate with everyone listening today. So please just take in what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. Today we're looking at who you will marry, whether it's a new person, someone you're currently seeing or in a relationship with, or someone from the past coming back into your life. So first we're going to use some tarot cards to get some idea about the characteristics and personality of the person you're going to marry. Stack number 2. We have the 5 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, Strength, and the King of Wands. So it looks like your person's really been through a lot of disappointment when it comes to relationships. Stack number 2. I feel that they have been let down many times. Perhaps they've been cheated on. Perhaps they've been with someone who has not been very kind to them, or perhaps they've been with someone who has been manipulative and controlling. So this energy is very present in their past. And the 10 of Wands tells us that perhaps even this relationship or some of these relationships they've been in the past have been very oppressive, and they have just managed to free themselves from them. This also tells us, stack number 2, that your person is a hard worker. They work hard. And even though sometimes the work can be difficult and straining and draining, it's something that they seem to really enjoy. Now, the Strength card tells us that even though your person has been through this time of difficulty with the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Wands, it tells us that they have the strength to get through that. And they have come through that. And on the other side of that, they're a much stronger person. Okay. The Strength card also talks about a lot of Leo energy. So perhaps this person that you're going to marry has a lot of Leo energy. So perhaps they're a Leo, or their moon is in Leo, or their rising is in Leo, or perhaps they have Venus in Leo. They have a lot of courage. They have a lot of inner strength, and they have a lot of fortitude. Stack number 2. We also have the King of Wands. So this person is someone who has gone through a lot of spiritual transformation and spiritual growth, which is how they have come through this period in their lives in the past of the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. Okay? They've grown spiritually. They've evolved. They have taken control of their life. And this is someone who is going to put forth a lot of effort and a lot of energy into your relationship. This is someone who is very decisive. It's someone who can make decisions, and they make wise decisions. Now, I find this interesting. See these two? These are 2 pillars that are on the back of the king's throne there, and they have these 2 little fires coming out of them. It's very, very possible, stack number 2, that this is a twin flame connection. Okay? Okay, let's see if we can get some clarification cards here for stack number 2. 2 of Wands. The 3 of Pentacles. The Empress. And the 10 of Cups. So the 2 of Wands, this really tells us that I do feel this person that you're going to marry really loves nature. We have a lot of animals here, some little woodland animals, and we have birds. And then we also have this beautiful view of nature and this lush pathway that leads through this valley to these mountains. But this also tells us that your person is someone who enjoys traveling. So I do feel like your person enjoys travel, and I do feel that you will travel with them quite a bit. They enjoy adventure, and that as well we can further validate with the King of Wands. And here again, we've got these two wands, and we have these two fires. So I really do believe that this is a twin flame connection for those of you who chose stack number 2. This also tells us that the Three of Pentacles tells us that the person you're going to marry, that they do enjoy their job, they enjoy their career. They really put forth a lot of effort and energy into their job and into their work and into their career, which again makes sense, especially since it's the King of Wands. Okay? Now, this could be someone that is high up in an organization where they work, and they may work long hours from time to time, stack number 2. But that doesn't mean that they're going to ignore you or ignore your relationship. Now, the Three of Pentacles is also about teamwork. So I do feel that you and the person you're going to marry will make a great team, and you will do things together as a team, okay? And you will solve problems together when you stuck in the house. This is about working together and building your lives the way that you want to build them. We also have the Empress, and this indicates that your person is going to be very loving, very giving. And again, we have these animals here. We've got a deer, a rabbit, we've got this nature all around. So I do feel like your person enjoys nature. But the Empress is also someone who's very intuitive. So I do feel that there is a really strong intuitive connection between you and the person you're going to marry, stack number 2, which again makes sense because we do feel that this is a twin flame connection. And the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a lot of fire energy. So this is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And again, we have the Strength card, which is Leo. We also have the Ten of Cups as the last card for your spread in the tarot, stack number 2. So this talks to us about a happy, harmonious relationship. And again, we're out in a natural environment. Perhaps you guys will live out in the country, have a nice home out in the country, or perhaps you'll have a second home out in the country somewhere. And we have a rainbow above here as well, stack number 2. So this is about hope and hope for the future and good luck and prosperity. Okay, so perhaps you guys will have a lot of financial security and stability around you, stack number 2, which kind of makes sense with the King of Wands really being a hard worker with the Ten of Wands here. The Three of Pentacles as well talks about work being an important aspect of the person you're going to marry, but not to the point that they would neglect you and neglect the relationship. But there may be times when they're really busy with their work and career stuff because they do have a focus on career from time to time. Now I'm going to use some oracle cards here for your reading, stack number 2, so we can get further clarification about the person you're going to marry. So we have fortitude. Well, the person you're going to marry has a lot of fortitude or courage. They have a strong will and mental stamina. And perhaps that's something that they earned through this period of hardship and difficulty that they came through in the past, okay? They have a lot of mental focus, but this doesn't mean they lack emotion. And as we can see by the red heart here, this figure is holding this little red heart. It means their love will be strong and steadfast. The person you marry may love nature and all kinds of animals. They really do enjoy the natural world, perhaps like camping or hiking and doing lots of activities outdoors, which really makes sense with some of these other cards that we saw here. Almost all of them have little woodland animals in them, or deer, ducks, birds, okay? This person has the heart of a lion and the wisdom of a wolf. And wolves are really symbols of loyalty and protection. And wolves form a deep emotional attachment to the one they love. And they really do mate for life, which is how your marriage will be, which is how we want your marriage to be, stack number 2. We also have here and now. So the one you marry will be fully present and in the moment. They will live in the present and take one day at a time. It doesn't mean they don't think about the past from time to time or the future, but they don't dwell on it. They realize that past relationships or relationship mistakes are the very thing that forged them into the person they are today, which is a very strong person with a lot of fortitude, okay? They focus on the present moment, and when you're together, they will focus on you and make every moment count. We also have solitude. Now, this card tells us the one you marry is an old soul and may require periods of solitude from time to time. This is how they recharge and replenish themselves. But it's also an indication that they will take time for meditation from time to time to connect to spirit and the universe. It's important to understand they're not retreating away from you and your relationship, but withdrawing from the world to gain spiritual wisdom and knowledge. We all need to truly know ourselves, our needs, our fears, or insecurities, so that we can address them, release them, and heal them. And I feel like this is part of the spiritual work that they've done on themselves to actually build this fortitude, this strong will, this willpower, this inner strength and courage. Now, the two of you may also do this together. So you may retreat away from the world and spend some quality time together away from the craziness of the modern world we live in. And if you love nature as well, stack number 2, you guys could be going camping, going hiking, spending some time in the woods, wherever there is nature, because that is what really rebuilds the person you're going to marry, and perhaps it also rebuilds you as well, stack number 2. We also have trust. The one you marry is someone you'll be able to trust. They will be faithful. Trust is a very important aspect in a relationship for them. And probably actually, someone in the past has broken trust with them, and they have taken some time to be able to trust someone again. They've come through this difficult period. Perhaps someone broke trust with them, but they will trust you, and you will be able to trust them. This is one of the great foundations for a strong and healthy marriage. We also have flowers. So your person will not only express their love for you with their words, but also with their actions to show their appreciation for you. And there's 9 tulips here. It comes with the number 9. And this is very much like the 9 of Cups in the Tarot, which is about wish fulfillment, okay? Wish fulfillment. This tells us your marriage will be one that is happy, loving, and fulfilling for both of you. And perhaps you dreamed about the ideal marriage when you were younger, and dreaming of the wedding dress and the wedding itself, and just dreaming about what your future life would be with the person that you're going to marry. This card here, this tulips, would tell you, this flowers, would tell you that your wish has come true. We also have house. So this person will be your home. They will give you stability and comfort. The one you marry will also want to create a loving home environment with you. And it will be beautiful inside and out. There'll be lush gardens, well, great landscaping, I guess we call it here. And perhaps your spouse really enjoys working in the yard, which again gives them solitude, perhaps a little bit of solitude to work in the yard, because we do know that from time to time they do like some solitude. And this 4 up here reminds me of the 4 of Wands in the Tarot, which is about hearth and home, a place of celebration, a place of happiness. And down here we have the King of Hearts, which is the King of Cups in the Tarot. So this person will be very loving towards you. They will be a very compassionate partner. There'll be strong intuition between the two of you as well. You'll be able to have telepathy and empathy with one another, thinking each other's thoughts, completing each other's sentences. That is how this marriage will be for you, stack number 2. So now I'd like to use some additional oracle cards and get some more information for you, stack number 2, about your future spouse. Move this over a little bit. Stack number 2. What does stack number 2 need to know about their future spouse? Appreciate the moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. So your future spouse is someone who will really appreciate you, stack number 2. And I feel that you will appreciate them as well. And you'll show each other appreciation through your words, through your actions, through gifts of love, gifts of service, okay? In very loving ways. We have some that flew out here. Practice compassion. I do feel like there's a lot of compassion between you and the one you're going to marry. You'll be very compassionate with each other, very loving with each other. Love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. So I do feel that you have both grown and evolved in your lives, stack number 2, to a place where you do love who you are. Sometimes it takes us getting kicked a little bit around in life for us to really embrace who we are, find our power, and stand in that power. And as we've seen with the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Wands, the one you're going to marry has come through that difficult period and made themselves very strong, very courageous, with a lot of fortitude and inner strength and willpower, strong will, okay? And I feel that many of you have done the same. You've had to grow and evolve through the trials and tribulations of your life to the place where you really can say to yourself, you know what? I love myself. Because you have to love yourself before you can truly love someone else. Be in the present and dream of the future was the last card that flew out. So that's very interesting, stack number 2, because we did have that earlier, and now I've made a big mess of the cards. Here and now, be in the present and dream of the future. So your person and you as well, you're going to live in the present moment. You're going to really take every day in this journey that you have with the one you're going to marry and really just embrace and love this union so much. And you're not going to try to zoom to the finish line. You're going to take it one day at a time and really enjoy what happens and develops and evolves between the two of you. I have one more set of cards I'd like to use, stack number 2, to see what honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. You'll have a great honeymoon, stack number 2. Great honeymoon for you and the one you're going to marry. wedding. The situation involves marriage. That's awesome. We know that. I just feel like that's further clarification from the universe. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And we've talked about that before here in this reading, stack number 2. This relationship is one where you can feel safe, where you can be yourself, where you can open your heart, where you can be vulnerable, where you can be authentic. And the one you're going to marry will also do the same. All right. So stack number 2, we have one more card for stack number 2. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. It's just interesting that all those cards came out like that. Engagement, wedding, honeymoon. Interesting. Right, so this is your reading for today, stack number 2. Thank you all so much for watching today, and thank you for sharing your journey with us. And if you'd like some insight into your personal journey, there is a link to get private readings with us in the description below and pinned to the first comment. If you enjoyed your reading today, we'd like to ask you to please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you over in reading number 3. Bye. Hi, stack number 3. This is your reading if you chose the Tarot of the Divine and the Lapis Lazuli Heart. Remember, this is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it will resonate with everyone listening today. So please just take in what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. Today we're looking at who you will marry, whether it's a new person coming into your life, someone you're currently seeing or in a relationship with, or someone from the past who's coming back into your life after a period of separation. So I'm going to shuffle the cards first, stack number 3, to see who you're going to marry, who is the future spouse, life partner, for stack number 3. Who is the future spouse, life partner, for stack number 3. We have the Emperor, and we have the 8 of Cups. Temperance, the King of Coins, that's the King of Pentacles. Get some clarification cards here as well for these. We have the Star, the 6 of Pentacles, the 6 of Coins, the Ace of Coins, and the Lovers. Okay, so first of all, we have quite a lot of earth energy here, stack number 3. The King of Coins is earth energy, and that would be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Okay, we also have the Emperor, which is a lot of fire energy, and that belongs to Aries. So perhaps your person is an Aries or an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, or they have their moon or their rising, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, or Aries, or perhaps their Venus is in one of those signs. We also have the Star, which is Aquarius, and we also have the Lovers, which is Gemini. We also have Temperance, which is Sagittarius. Okay, so this is a very inclusive reading, stack number 3. Okay, so the Emperor. So perhaps this is someone from the past who is returning, stack number 3, because it looks like this was someone who walked away from you. This was someone who decided they couldn't be in this relationship with you, or they couldn't maintain a relationship with you. And I feel the main reason for that is because they weren't able to handle their emotions. They weren't able to handle the emotional connection that exists between the two of you. So rather than embrace it and enjoy the connection and allow the connection to flow between the two of you. Perhaps they walked away, ran away, ghosted, whatever, but I feel that they just shut down on you and just left you high and dry. Perhaps this is someone that's returning, stack number 3. We also have Temperance here. So Temperance tells us that there's a really strong connection between you and the one you're going to marry. It also tells us that things won't develop very quickly here. It tells us that we have to allow things to unfold naturally, organically, and in accordance with a divine plan as well. And sometimes that does involve divine timing, which for many of us doesn't seem to be fast enough. But the universe has its reasons for why they do what they do and how in the time frame they do it. We also have the King of Coins, the King of Pentacles. So this is someone who will be very loyal. They will put forth energy to be with you. It's also someone who is very career-minded and career-focused, especially since we also have the Emperor here. This is someone whose job and work is very important to them. They do have a very strong work ethic. Okay, so there may be, from time to time, periods where they're putting in more effort and energy into their work than they're putting into you or the relationship. But that's not a permanent state of affairs. It's just temporary and just from time to time. The King of Pentacles is also someone who wants a stable, long-term relationship. And when they decide that they want to be with someone for the long term, they've really gone through the process to make sure that this is who they want in their life and this is who they perceive to be the ideal romantic partner, romantic candidate for them, okay? So when your person proposes, stack number 3, they will know 150% that you are the one they want to be with. So we also have the Star here. The Star is about healing. And it's also about wish fulfillment. And so if you're wondering if someone from the past is returning, stack number 3, the Star tells us, because there is a strong connection with you and that person, stack number 3, the Star tells us that more than likely this person is going to return for some of you, okay? We also have the Six of Pentacles. So this is about equal giving and equal giving and receiving in a relationship. So this tells us that your marriage will be equanimous. There may be time to time where you're giving more, or your spouse is giving more, but for the most part, it's very equanimous between the two of you. They also will see you as a blessing in their life. And I feel that they're also very generous. This person's very generous. They're generous with you. They're generous with others. They're generous with their love. Now, this is interesting because we have the Ace of Pentacles. Again, this comes back to, I feel, partially, your future spouse is going to be very career-minded and career-focused. But this Ace of Pentacles also talks to us about a strong foundation that exists between you and the one that you're going to be with from a marriage, the one you're going to marry, okay? The Ace of Pentacles is about a strong foundation, a foundation built on rock as opposed to sinking sand. But what's interesting as well, stack number 3, is that the Ace of Pentacles tells us that there's a fresh start, a new beginning for you and someone that you really care about, that you really love, someone that you really want to be with. So perhaps the one who's left, the missing one, is going to return and reestablish a relationship with you. We also have the Lovers here, and the Lovers is a very strong card for relationships. And it belongs to the astrological sign of Gemini. So perhaps your person's a Gemini, or they have Gemini rising, Gemini moon, or they have Venus in Gemini. But it's also the card of the twins. So, because Gemini is twins. So it could be that this is a twin flame connection between the two of you. It's very possible this is a twin flame connection for some of you. So there's a very strong love connection between you and the person that you are going to marry. Perhaps this comes with past lives. Perhaps you've been in marriages with the person you're going to marry in many past lives, and it's coming around again for this lifetime. Okay, stack number 3. Now I have some oracle cards that I would like to use, and we'll see what further clarification we can get about the person you're going to marry. Stack number 3. Consistency. The person you marry will be consistent in both their words and their actions, not only with you, but with everything else in their life. They are dedicated to their career, okay, and reaching their financial and professional goals. They do believe in steady progress, even if it's slower than they would like. And this is someone you can depend on. Their love is dependable. They will support and encourage you in whatever you do, whatever you want to do, whatever you dream up. They will support and encourage you. And we have the sun here. It's a very strong part of this card. And this reveals there's a very strong connection between you and the one you're going to marry. It's a card of fulfillment, happiness, and enjoying all aspects of life. Okay, so this also indicates to me that this could be a twin flame or a soulmate connection with the one that you're going to marry. Stack number 3. The next oracle card we have is slow and steady. So slow and steady wins the race. The one you marry will take steady steps towards a marriage proposal. Many times relationships that move too quickly can either fizzle out or explode, and then poof, it's over. Slow and steady wins the race. They, your person, the one you're going to marry, they want to savor the unfolding of your relationship. But remember, we also said they'll be consistent. And this means taking the right steps towards marriage. So don't feel it's going to go slow. But this, as we talked about with the King of Pentacles, they want to be the King of Coins, King of Pentacles. The one you're going to marry wants to be absolutely sure that you are the one for them. And that requires them to move things at a little bit of a slower pace than zooming through the courtship, which is actually better when it comes to a soulmate or twin flame connection. Many soulmate and twin flame connections, they go really fast in the beginning, and then it just either someone slams on the brakes or it blows up, right? It's just how it is, because the energy can't, the energy can't sustain itself. The next card we have is Loyal Heart. Your spouse will be honest and devoted and faithful to you, stack number 3. These 2 owls here, they symbolize good luck, wisdom, abundance, and prosperity. And they consider that you are partners for life. There's a very strong foundation on which to build your marriage with your future spouse or partner. The next card we have is Abundance. Well, this is interesting because we just talked about abundance when we talked about Loyal Heart, and we know that there's abundance here because of the 6 of Coins in your person being generous. The one you're going to marry is generous, but also because of the King of Pentacles. Okay, there's financial security and stability around the King of Coins, around the King of Pentacles. And this card, the Abundance card, can indicate the one you marry has financial security and stability around them, which of course indicates a very successful career. But this is also about the abundance of love they show and express to you through both their words and actions. This is someone who is not afraid or fearful of their emotions and not afraid to express them either. They are able to be vulnerable with you and not bottle up their feelings behind walls they've built around their heart. They've come through a period of growth, because we started off with this emperor who does bottle up their feelings and does build a stone wall that's 10 feet thick around their heart. But through this process of change and the connection and their own personal growth, they are now able to feel and express and receive unconditional love. The next card that we have in the Lenormand deck is Sun. And in this deck, it indicates success and big luck and confidence and courage. This tells us the one you marry will be very confident, but not in a cocky, egocentric way. They're confident in their abilities when it comes to their career, King of Pentacles, and perhaps even their hobbies. There's no fragile ego here either, but someone who has self-esteem and knows their worth. Again, this speaks of a strong connection between the two of you, being either soulmates or twin flames. The Ace of Diamonds translates to the Ace of Pentacles, which we saw earlier in the reading, that shows there's a very strong foundation for your relationship, one built on solid rock, not sinking sand. And we also have Ring. Well, that really says it all, right? But this is a ruby ring, okay? And it does symbolize commitment. And generally speaking, rubies symbolize economic stability and good fortune. And if we look down in the right corner here, this is the Ace of Clubs, which translates in the tarot to the Ace of Wands. And this symbolizes a feeling of excitement and passion in your relationship. The Ace of Wands is a card of action, and it ensures that your person will follow their heart when it comes to your marriage. This marriage comes with so much potential for both of you. Now I'm going to use some additional oracle cards to see what further information we can get for you. Stack number 3, concerning the one you will marry. What else does stack number 3 need to know about the one they will marry? What do they need to know about the one they marry? Stack number 3. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. So this does tell you that the one you're going to marry is going to be very kind. They'll be kind to you. They'll be kind to others. They'll be kind to animals, right? So let's see what else for stack number 3 about the person they're going to marry. Ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. And we talked about that earlier when we discussed the King of Pentacles, about how this would be someone who is very helpful and someone who will be someone you can depend on, that they will support you, that they will encourage you in whatever you do, okay? So if you need help from the person that you're going to marry, they will freely give it and lovingly give it, expecting nothing in return because it's unconditional. See what else for stack number 3. Have patience. Love is patient and kind. I do feel that the one you're going to marry, stack number 3, is someone who will be very patient. They'll be very patient with you. But I feel that this also is about being patient as things develop and unfold between the two of you. Remember, we talked about slow and steady, that things may not go zoom, 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 and you may get a little impatient with how things are unfolding and developing between the two of you before the proposal, before the marriage. Just have patience and trust in divine timing, because things are unfolding the way that they need to. Let's see what else for stack number 3. What other messages do we have concerning the person stack number 3 will marry? Like attracts like. So I do feel like you'll have a lot of similarities with the one that you're going to marry, stack number 3. Not that you'll be perfect mirror images of each other. I do feel like you'll have a lot in common, but you'll also have enough differences to make the relationship interesting, right? I have one more stack of cards to use for your reading today, stack number 3. Who will stack number 3 marry? Flew out. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So I do feel that there'll be a lot of flirtation in your marriage. Not necessarily with others, but maybe, and it's okay as long as you're just flirting. But I feel that you'll continue to have that lighthearted playfulness with one another throughout your marriage. What else for stack number 3? True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And I really do feel that so much for you, stack number 3. This will be a great relationship for you, and a relationship that's different than anyone that you've ever been in before. What else for stack number 3? Wedding. We already know this, that there's a wedding here. So I do feel that the wedding that you have will be beautiful, stack number 3. If you're going to have a real wedding, I feel like it's just beautiful. The flowers are beautiful. Hi, Morgana. Hi, Morgana. Morgana's my cat, and I apologize, but she has dementia because she's very old, and she lost her little mate here back in December, and she cries like that all the time. They were together for 15 years. It was actually her kitten, and he lived with me. His name was Gandalf. Morgana! Thank you for helping, Morgana. What else for stack number 3? Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So we do see a wedding here for you, stack number 3. We do see an engagement for you as well, stack number 3. So perhaps the wedding is going to be, it will be a beautiful wedding. Lots of flowers, beautiful clothes, beautiful wedding dress, beautiful, everything that you're wearing is just beautiful. The actual vow exchange as well is something that is really wonderful. And you speak true words of love to each other during the wedding ceremony. Okay, stack number 3, this is your reading for today. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for sharing your journey with us. And if you'd like some insight into your personal journey, there's a link to get private readings with us in the description below and pinned to the first comment. If you enjoyed your reading today, we would like to ask you to please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you over in reading number 4. Welcome back, stack number 4. This is your reading if you chose the Moon of the Universe Tarot and the Clear Quartz Heart. Remember, this is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it may resonate with everyone listening today. Please just take in what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. Now remember, we're looking at who you will marry, whether it's a new person, someone you're currently seeing or in a relationship with, or someone from the past who is coming back into your life. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, and then we'll do the reading. We'll start off with some tarot cards, and then we'll use some oracle cards for further clarification of the one you're going to marry. So look at their personality, their traits, see what details we can get about the one you're going to marry. The 6 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, Judgment, the 8 of Pentacles. We'll put some cards for clarification down below. We have the 6 of Cups. Okay. This may be someone from your past, stack number 4, or someone that you're currently involved with. King of Cups, the 9 of Cups, and the Lovers. Okay, so put those over there. So the 6 of Swords, it's about a couple of things here. Now, the 6 of Swords can be about technology. So perhaps this is someone that you met online, or someone that you're going to meet online or through an app, perhaps, for some of you. But the 6 of Swords is also about a period of transition and going from one stage to another. So it's about leaving difficulties and a turbulent past behind and going to a place where there's more tranquility and peace in your life. And we also have the 2 of Pentacles, which is about balance and harmony in relationships. But it also, the 2 of Pentacles also signifies a turnaround, which is why I feel this is someone from your past, or someone who's ghosted you, or someone that you're in separation with. Stack number 4, okay? And I say that as well because of Judgment. And Judgment is about, Judgment can really be about someone coming back from the past, okay? And because there's still more that has to unfold between the 2 of you. There's still more to your story. It's not finished. There's no closure. There's still more that has to unfold and develop between the 2 of you. Perhaps you have more lessons to learn together, stack number 4. And I say that because of the 8 of Pentacles. This is about learning. It's about lessons. It's about life lessons. And it's also about learning how to work in a partnership, in a relationship, each learning from each other, each both giving and receiving, so that you can each learn from one another. There's so much more for you to learn in this relationship with someone from your past. If that applies to you, stack number 4. And if you're watching this, if you chose stack number 4 and you're not with someone, or you're not waiting for someone from the past to return, this actually tells you that in your relationship with the person you're going to marry, you will both learn so much from each other in terms of love and in terms of relationships. And it will be like no other relationship that you've ever experienced before, because you're both learning and growing together. Now, we also have the 6 of Cups, which again is about someone from the past returning. So if your person has left you, or if the person you're interested in has walked away or ghosted or ran, this is telling us that they're having a lot of thoughts and memories about you right now, stack number 4. They have a lot of thoughts and memories about you. But it also tells us, the 6 of Cups also tells us that someone from the past can be returning, because it's about nostalgia. This also has a lot of energy in terms of like childlike innocence, not immature childlike, but really having a relationship that's a lot of fun, very adventurous. So your partner, your marriage partner, the person that you're going to marry, there'll be a lot of fun, there'll be a lot of adventure, there'll be a lot of laughter in your relationship. We also have the King of Cups. Now, this is someone who is emotionally available. They are emotionally mature. Perhaps if this is someone from your past that's coming back into your life, stack number 4, they've gone through the process of change brought about by the 2 of Pentacles, because the 2 of Pentacles can bring change. And perhaps they needed to change. Perhaps they needed to be more emotionally vulnerable. Perhaps they needed to be able to express their emotions and really be able to feel and allow themselves to feel this love and feel this connection and feel this unconditional love that you have for them. And they're ready to give this unconditional love back to you. We also have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups tells us about happiness, fulfillment, joy, abundance. Your cup is full. Okay, it's full. And it's also the wish card. So whatever you're wishing for in terms of a spouse or life partner, stack number 4, this card tells us your wish is going to be fulfilled. Okay? What is your wish? Do you want someone from the past to return? Is the person that you're currently with not moving fast enough for you and you want things to start moving and grooving? This card tells us that wishes are coming to fulfillment and dreams are coming to fruition. Okay? The King of Cups energy also, there's a lot of water energy here. So Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, they could have that as their sun sign. They could have that as their rising sign or moon, or they have Venus in Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer as well. Okay. Now we also have the Lovers, which comes with the astrological sign of Gemini. And Gemini is about the twins. So this could be a soulmate or twin flame connection between the two of you, stack number 4. Astrological meaning of Gemini is the twins. So they could have, the person you're going to marry could have a Gemini sun, Gemini rising, Gemini moon, or have Venus in Gemini as well. So there's a really strong indication here, stack number 4, that your person may be someone that you're currently involved with that's going through periods of change and transformation, being able to fully embrace their emotions and be fully present in terms of a relationship with you because they've learned what they need to learn, the Eight of Pentacles tells us, in regard to love, in regard to relationships, and allowing themselves to be open to receive this unconditional love that you offer them in terms of a long-term life partner or spouse. And the Six of Cups as well tells us that someone from the past could possibly be returning if that fits into your situation, stack number 4. So now I'd like to take some additional oracle cards and see what else the universe has to say concerning the one you're going to marry. Dependability. Okay, so this is actually one of my favorite paintings. It's from Helena Nelson Reed. Dependability. The one you marry will be dependable. You can depend on them. They'll be supportive. They'll be your best cheerleader. And you will be able to depend on them, and they'll be able to depend on you. You're both in alignment with each other. This is another indication this could be a soulmate or a twin flame, although I'm really leaning more towards a twin flame, where the couple's holding hands. There's a small fire above them, right at the level of the heart chakra. And this green energy here, if you look at the chakra colors, it symbolizes healing. So perhaps you needed to heal. Perhaps someone that you've been involved with currently or in the past needs to heal. And actually, if you look very closely at this card, all of the chakra colors are between the two figures, starting at the root chakra, going all the way to the crown. This really indicates a deep spiritual union between you, as your chakras are, all of the chakras are in alignment with each other. We also have coming to life. This card, I really think, is more about you, stack number 4. Perhaps both of you, probably both of you. Anyway, a long-held dream is beginning to show signs of life. Whether it's finding the one you will marry and someone new coming into your life, or someone from the past returning. Well, you know, things take time, and divine timing is rarely in sync with our timing of how we want things to unfold in our lives. But this card tells us there is divine guidance at work in this marriage that's coming into your life. The path will be molded by the hands of the divine. Something beautiful is being brought to life here. Okay, again, we come back to the what are you wishing for? Stack number 4. What is your wish? The next card we have is Truth Be Told. And what a cute little guy this is right here. This card tells us the one you marry will be honest, a good communicator, and transparent with their feelings and emotions. No running and hiding under a rock, even if they've done that in the past. And if they've worn a mask, see there's a mask down here. I feel if they've worn a mask in the past, it's coming off and they will be more authentic because this little guy, this cute little guy has taken over the mask. The one you marry will encourage open, heart-centered conversation, and they will be emotionally vulnerable with you. They will be authentic with you and speak their truth and expect the same from you. So don't hold back. Put it out there. Be authentic. Let yourself be who you really are. The next oracle card we have for you, stack number 4, is Focus. The one you marry will have great focus. They are easily able to give their full attention to whatever task is in front of them, whether it's a work-related issue, or things they do for fun, or you. And when they do focus on you, their full attention will be on only you. And well, this means that it may feel a bit intense for you at times. It could really have a lot of intensity. But this also means they will listen when you are speaking, help you when you ask for help, and actually follow through and do what they said they will do. This isn't someone that you'd have to constantly remind them to fix the drawer or take out the trash or throw the laundry in the dryer. They will listen, they focus on you, and they will follow through. We also have Ship. It's time for a holiday, stack number 4. The one you marry will have a real love of travel, especially with you by their side. And the Six of Swords as well, that we saw earlier in the reading, is also a card of travel. And not just travel like a road trip, although weekend road trips can be a lot of fun. And I'm sure you'll be doing that as well. This is about new horizons and new adventures, and this ship flies, and also exploring parts of the world that you haven't seen or revisiting those that you have seen that you really love. The one you marry may also travel for their job at times, and they'll take you with them if it's possible. We also have lilies. Now these are not like the white lilies we see at Easter, they're pink lilies. And the meaning of this card is the one you marry will have a general sense of peace and calmness about them. And for the most part, they're not prone to anger or emotional outbursts. So they are someone that comes with a lot of balance and a lot of emotional balance, as the King of Cups tells us. They also like to resolve conflicts with communication and compromise. But this card also symbolizes love, devotion, and passion. And if you see, we have the King of Swords down here. This is someone who is, the King of Spades. This is someone who is very passionate. So your marriage will be very passionate and adventurous in the bedroom, or whatever else as the case may be, wherever else as the case may be. Can't say too much about this because of the YouTube censors, but you all get the gist, right? Yeah, okay. So now I have some additional oracle cards that I want to see if we can get more information about the person you are going to marry. Stack number 4. Details of stack number 4. Who are they going to marry? Who will stack number 4 marry? Honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. We've seen this in the reading already, that the person that you marry is going to be someone who will be honest with you, and they will want you to be honest with them as well. It's about being authentic and being able to speak your truth with one another. It will really help grow the emotional bond between the two of you. Focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. And we did talk about focus here earlier. When the person that you're going to marry really focuses on you and focuses on the love they have for you, it could very well be a little overwhelming for you, stack number 4. But that's a good thing, right? Focus on love. We lost all of these, and it's too many. So I'm going to pick them back up, although it made a mess of my cards, but they're already a mess because they always become a mess. Act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you'll always consider them. So perhaps you are wanting someone or waiting for someone from the past to come back, stack number 4. Or perhaps you are single and are wanting or waiting for someone to come into your life to present themselves as a romantic partner, which that will happen with the King of Cups that we saw earlier. Someone will present themselves as a romantic partner to you and be overtly romantic and do all of these wonderful romantic things. But what this is saying is to act as if your partner is already there. So if you don't have room for someone in your life because your life is full of activities or work, or your living space is cluttered and full of stuff, this is really saying now is the time to take action and move some of those things out of the way, whether it's responsibilities or extracurricular activities, or if you have no time in your life and you're waiting for someone to come in and present as a marriage partner, you really need to have time to spend with that person. But also, if you have closets and drawer space is just full of stuff that you no longer need, but you still have it, now may be a time for a good cleaning, a good purging, a good organizing, and clearing out to actually make space for this person to come into your life. The last card that flew out was Love Makes the Difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. There's the card. So again, we are talking about the love that exists between you and your marriage partner. So this relationship does come with a lot of security and a lot of stability. And we have seen already that it does come with healing and letting go of past things that hurt us. And you'll see that very much with the person that you marry, stack number 4. Together, you actually help heal each other. You've already done your own individual healing, but then you come together into this divine union, and it will actually really help heal the rest of what needs to heal within the two of you. Perhaps as the 8 of Pentacles we saw earlier, you're doing inner work. You're doing inner work together, okay? And that will really help heal those last little trails of what needs to heal within you, stack number 4. So I have this last set of oracle cards that I'd like to use. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday, time together. And we'll put that next to the ship, the flying ship there. You guys are going to take a great honeymoon. I feel like you're going to a really beautifully romantic place. Perhaps you'll go to Venice, perhaps you'll take a cruise, perhaps you'll go to Europe, perhaps you'll go to the mountains, perhaps you'll take a trip across the sea somewhere else. But it's going to be a beautiful honeymoon where you're spending quality time together, but also enjoying the scenery and enjoying the different activities that the place offers as well. Very soon. So this tells us that although this is a timeless reading, this marriage situation, you'll know very soon what's going on in terms of the person you're going to marry, whether that's meeting them or someone coming back from the past, or they're proposing, or you guys actually planning the wedding date. Very soon, though, we have to also consider we do have divine timing here, and sometimes what's soon to us is not soon to the people upstairs, so it may still take a little bit of time. But this is something that's going to happen sooner rather than later. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So if you are waiting for someone to, if you have been waiting for someone to come into your life, stack number 4, in terms of a romantic partner, this tells you that that love is on its way and it's coming very soon. Also, if you're waiting for someone or wondering if someone from the past is returning, and we've seen that there's a very strong possibility that that's going to be happening in your reading, stack number 4, this new love can really indicate that there's a fresh start, new beginning, and a fresh start, new beginning in your relationship with this person that you've been involved with, or with someone from your past coming back around. We have stay optimistic about your love life. Remain positive. So again, if you are waiting for someone to come back, or if you are waiting for someone new to manifest in your life, stay optimistic. And even if you're in a relationship with someone right now, stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And the romance you desire, and the romance you deserve. We'll do one more, stack number 4. Worth waiting for. Yes, so sometimes when we're having to deal with divine timing, especially if it's a soulmate or twin flame connection, and things can seem like they're taking forever, especially because we're down here on Earth and not really understanding what the people in the universe are doing at times, divine timing is at work in your love life. So this marriage, the person you're going to be with, the person that's your spouse, your future spouse, your long-term life partner, it will be worth waiting for. So that's your reading for today, stack number 4. Thank you all so much for watching today, and thank you for sharing your journey with us. If you'd like some insight into your personal journey, there's a link to get private readings in the description below and pinned to the first comment. If you enjoyed your reading today, we'd like to ask you to please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you next time in your readings. Bye.